Hey guys, what's going on? MaxFTE here, and today I'm back with another Pokemon Go video. Today we're going to be looking at a really toxic Great League team, which just was so fun to use, but so toxic at the same time. This is a team from Yonkis, I'm not actually sure how it's pronounced, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a bit of a twist on the classic sort of grass hole team, it's called. But yeah, did you also know that only 5.4% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed? So if you're enjoying, make sure to leave a like, leave a subscribe, helps on the road to 7k. But yeah, let's jump into the battles. So as I said, this is a team from Yonkis. I'm not actually 100% sure if he sort of added the twist to it. I'm sure he would have. Anyway, I was featured in a video from his, and yeah, I'm not taking credit for this team at all. This is just my sort of take on it, my sort of decisions that I would make with it as a sort of average battler, I would say. But yeah, so it features Shadow VICTREEBEL in the lead, which is something that has always been sort of lingering about a little bit for the Great League as probably one of the most toxic Pokemon. I remember back in the day it was sort of, well, I don't want to say back in the day, but you'd always run like a, what was the actual team? I can't remember. I think it was like Medicham, Bastiodon and VICTREEBEL, aka stuff that's also, that puts out so much damage, and obviously your Medicham and Bastiodon are so bulky as well. But yeah, I remember that being such a toxic team. So we've got the VICTREEBEL, which is still hanging around. These teams were also for the Go Battle weekend, which I did a little bit of. I did as much as I could. I think I did around probably like 10 sets over the 2 days, I want to say. I just managed to finish the research anyway. But yeah, so we had the VICTREEBEL in the lead with Dugong as the sort of safe swap. There was some stuff that I did struggle with having it as the safe swap, but it's got a good grind move. It's got Icy Wind as well. It can put up a good fight against pretty much everything, and we've also got Carbink as well, which I've just been loving. I just love Carbink. I got my rank 1 from London Go Fest, and it's been on and off my Great Leagues teams pretty much since I got it. Well, pretty much since I maxed out. But yeah, I've been really loving it. And so the sort of twist on it that Yonkis put was having the Dugong instead of what you might typically have. I can't remember what it sort of used to be. But Dugong to sort of fight back against a lot of Glygars that you see, some of the flyers as well, and Carbink instead of the Bastiodon. Obviously, they both serve as really good rock types, but Carbink having that fairy typing is going to do a lot better against the Medicham. And the Carbink that Yonkis runs, he actually has Tackle in his one, but I think at this point I was actually running Rock Throw on it, I want to say. Yeah, I had Rock Throw on it. I wasn't 100% sure because there was one point where I was running Tackle on Carbink, but I just preferred having the Rock Throw. You're charging energy a lot quicker with the Tackle, but I just prefer the sort of damage from the Rock Throw. Just seems to be a lot more consistent for me. Plus it lets it shine a lot more in the matchups that it's good in. And so, yeah, so we've got the Dugong against the I was supposed to say Hydro Cannon there. We've got the Dugong against the Greninja here. They're going to go for the Night Slash. It's not quite going to take us out, but they do manage to get to another move here, which is definitely going to take us out as we don't have any shields left. And we're in here with the Carbink, and this is going to be a bit of a tricky one for us. I think we might just be able to farm them down, but the Hydro Cannon does do quite a lot. They come in with Frostlass. I don't think this will quite KO. They'll certainly come close, and if we can farm down here, we will manage. I don't know why we didn't just go straight for the move there. Either way, we go for the Rock Slide. That was why, because they still had a shield. Okay, no, that makes sense. So we managed to take that game there. I totally forgot they had another shield there. Alolan Sandslash, that's something this team can sort of struggle against. Again, it's another situation where there's a lot of neutral matchups, and you can't really hit it for super effective at all. Generally, if it's on the lead, I like to stay in with the Shadow Victreebel and just double shield and farm all the way down. It lets you leave with the acid spray. Oh yeah, I forgot to also this my Victreebel is also only single moved, so yeah, that's something to consider. You don't actually really need a second move for the Victreebel. But they come in with the, what is that? The Charger Bug, I think it's called. So I swap into the Carbink. They come in with their Gligar, so I come in with a Dugong. This is just where Dugong really shines in this sort of meta at the moment. Obviously, Gligar getting a buff this season, it's just doing so much better. It's just so much better against a lot of the things that would be swapping in. They go for the Discharge there. That is going to take us out. We just miss out on the Icy Wind there, but it really doesn't matter. They're going to die with 2 shields, and we are going to farm all the way down with Carbink. Next battle here, and Victreebel up against Umbreon. This is quite a good one here. I'm comfortable here, so I'll just stay in. Shield. I think I just shield one move, go for the acid spray, and sort of see what they do. Okay, no, so I double shield up here. I'm pretty sure I do any. Okay, no, so we can afford to let one go through. We're still gonna survive there. And going for the acid spray, this is not. It's gonna grab a shield, funnily enough, but they swap into an Araquanid, and we're gonna swap out into the Carbink. This is where having Rock Throw, I just prefer having the Rock Throw on the Carbink. Obviously, Tackle is going to do much better against Medicham, but it's just my preference. You can run either. I think it just sort of depends on on what sort of leads, sorry, not leads, on what sort of Pokemon you're seeing. Adjust accordingly, you know? So we go for the Rock Slide there. It does hardly anything, seeing as we've been debuffed so much by the Bubble Beams. But it does just actually let us farm up that much more energy. So they're going to swap out into a Wobbuffet, which really threw me off there. I wasn't sure what to do. I was honestly so confused. And they're going to go for the Return, which does not bad damage, but we're just going to go for the Icy Winds here. Totally nuke this thing into the ground. Let it just do 0 damage at all. I think we just... Okay, no, so we go for the Drill Run here. I'm not sure what my sort of game plan was. I would have thought I would have just gone either all Drill Run or all Icy Wind. But they go for the Return there. It does a decent amount of damage. We're just going to make another move here. And this going for the Icy Wind is... I don't understand. It's funny looking back at my battles and sort of wondering what I did. Maybe it was just sort of heat of the moment thing. We do swap out into the Victreebel. We farm it a lot of the way down, but we can come in with the Carbink here, just because there's nothing Umbreon can throw that is even going to be doing remotely any damage. Even if they have Psychic as well, it's not going to do that much. Plus, I mean, if they had Psychic, I'd let the first one go through and then shield the second one, because I do still have a shield left. They come back in with a Wobbuffet. We're going to be going for the Rock Slide. This is going to grab a shield, and I'm going to shield this up, even though I think this is the Mirror Coat. It probably wouldn't do that much damage anyway, but got to shield it up. We're very low health, but this just shows just how bulky, how insane Carbink is. They're going to come in with the Araquanid. They go for the Bubble Beam. We live it. And yeah, we almost actually reached a timeout there, which is mental. And we take that game. Excuse me. Victreebel against the Bastiodon. This is a tricky one. And I think I just sort of have to stay in here and try and get the acid spray off. Gonna let this go through. No, I'm not. I'm gonna shield that up. I don't know why I said that. And we're gonna go for one more Razor Leaf, and then go for the acid spray. This is gonna grab a shield as well, funnily enough. But because we do lower their defense, we can get them much lower. And at this point, I want to say I come in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at this, but I'm not sure what I did. I probably would have just came in with a Carbink. I think I wanted to catch I don't know. Anyway, they went for the flamethrower, which was the worst move regardless. They come in with a Victreebel, which is sort of better anyway for my... Just because the Victreebel's not against the Dewgong. Obviously, and they let it go through as well, which is crazy. They come in with the Blossom. And so, yeah, this is the type of grass hole team that you used to see. Smackdown Bastiodon on the lead with the double Shadow Razor Leafer in the back, which it doesn't do as well in today's sort of meta, but it does still do quite well. And unfortunately, they do just have a move left, so they are going to take that game. But we were so close, having two rock types in the back. Well, a water type and a rock type in the back against two grass types. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. If you didn't enjoy, leave a dislike, let me know why. And yeah, make sure to subscribe as well on the road to 7k. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya. Peace.